So you want to build a 10K per month coaching business. Well, that's exactly what we're going to cover in this video. By the way, subscribe to my channel if you love videos on how to grow your coaching business online. We release new videos every single week. Hey everyone, my name is Armin Shaffi and I built a multi-six-figure life coaching business, and now I spend all my time helping other coaches build their business as well. Now, if you have been striving to hit that 10K per month mark in your coaching business, if you are not making enough money or making less than 10K per month, then this video is for you. I'm going to share with you a quick strategy, 3 simple steps that are going to help you to get to that 10K mark, 10K a month mark in your coaching business. Okay. Now, the way I know this works and what I'm about to show you works is because I've actually done it time and time again with clients and coaches in my coaching program, where I help coaches build their business by creating an automated system and getting their offer out there and creating their program and all that. So I help with every aspect of the building of the business. And so I've had time and time again, I'm going to use one of my client success stories to explain to you what we're about to talk about and why it works so well. So I work with a coach. His name is Daniel, and he's actually a coach for people who want to speak confidently, and specifically started with helping people who stutter. Because he grew up with a stutter, he wanted to help people in the niche of stuttering and speaking fluently and having confidence in their speech. So when he came in, first of all, disclaimer, he had no coaching experience, never been in the online world. He literally did nothing related to what he does now as a coach. And so we started him from zero and from scratch, okay? Now, he came in, and within 8 weeks, we helped him launch his entire online coaching business. I'm talking about coaching program designed and created, 8-week program done, webinar created to generate leads, funnel set up, Facebook group with over 1,000 people of his audience, having an email automation sequence. Like, his entire business was set up in 8 weeks. Now, results are not typical. He obviously put in the work for that. I'm not going to tell you you're going to do that in 8 weeks as well. I don't know if you can. But I'm going to share with you the strategy of what we walked him through, which is in the Speaking at Clients program, what we do with our clients. And I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like to get to 10K per month in your business. So the first thing you got to do when we're talking about building your coaching business to 10K per month, first thing you got to do is validate, okay, your offer. You need to validate your offer. What do I mean by that? First of all, your offer is what you sell. It's what you're saying you're going to do for clients and for your marketplace. So a lot of coaches go out there without validating anything and just starting to try to sell it, even though they don't know if it sells or not. And so you have to know if your offer for what you're selling, what you're offering as a problem, a solution to a problem, or a result you're offering in the marketplace is something that actually people want. That's how you validate it. Now, the way we validate, and I'm going to show you right now, the way we validate the offer is by doing free coaching first. First, you start with free coaching, okay? Then you go to beta coaching. Here's what I mean by that. In order to validate an offer for a coaching program or coaching package, you got to know if someone will pay for it. That's what validation means. If someone's willing to pay anything for it, to some degree we know now, it could sell. We just got to make it better. Now, before you know someone could pay for it, you have to first validate if someone even cares about it, which is why we do free coaching. Some of you are like, I don't want to give away coaching for free or blah, blah, blah. Okay, no problem. Put the ego aside. It's not about that. I'm not talking about whether you're worth more or not, or your coaching isn't worth anything. No. Like any good entrepreneur or business owner, you have to validate and test the market. We do that with free coaching. Here's the rule of thumb. If people are willing, okay, if there are people that are willing in a marketplace to get help from you for free on what you're offering, okay, if there is an audience of people willing to consume free content from you, free coaching from you, then at least 1% of them will be willing to become a client of yours, okay? Simple. If you can prove that there is a market for free to get help on your coaching and what you offer and your offer, if there is an audience of free people that are willing to do it for free, then a percentage of them, even 1% of them is all you need, are willing to pay to get closer and more intimate help from you. My example would be if I offer free coaching sessions on developing, for example, with Daniel, that's what we did with him. He would go out and for free, he did like 20 or 30 sessions for free coaching students and professionals on how to overcome stuttering. So he would do one-on-one sessions. and he would offer them some help on that call. He would go through his coaching. He was also getting good at his coaching process, doing market research all at the same time. It's what we do in the program. But essentially, he went out and he realized that for free, people are willing to actually do a coaching session with them, which means what? There's an interest on the offer. Okay, it's one part of validating the offer. There's an interest in the offer, which is what we do, why we give away free things. Then what we went back is we went back and we sold a beta coaching program to those same people. And a portion of them, like we knew, he got 6 beta clients for his program. A portion of them were willing to pay for greater help. Now, beta is also beta pricing. You're not going to charge a high ticket price because again, it's not about making money in beta. It's just about finding out if people will pay for it. So we charge hundreds of dollars instead of thousands. Does that make sense? So the rule of thumb is you got to first validate the offer. How? By doing free coaching and then transition to beta coaching. So this is where they pay. This is where they just tell you for free what they want. Now, there's so much more that we teach in the program, like how to get testimonials during the free coaching phase so you can sell the beta. There's a lot of more variables here that, honestly, if you've never done this before, you probably need help. And so for that, you could book a call, work with us, and talk to us about what it looks like to work with us because we can walk you through this and help you launch just like Daniel did. But if you're going to go ahead and try to do this because you already have some experience, no problem. I'm going to show you what we did, the strategy. So you go out for free, and Daniel coached a bunch of people, like 20, 30 people. Then from that group, we realized what the market wants. We validated that people are interested, and he created a beta coaching program off, an 8-week program that we helped him outline. And then we sold it at a beta price, which was a huge discount off to see if people would pay for it. Now, remember, he had no previous experience, so he didn't even know if people would pay for it. He didn't know. He's like, I don't know if this would actually sell. Now he's selling it for a high ticket price every single month, okay? So I want you to have faith and hope that this works. So he went out and he created a webinar. That's what we do. We created a presentation, a beta webinar, and we launched it online organically, everything organically, and he got beta coaching clients. 6 clients paid him for the program, and he had faith. He's like, this works now. His confidence in my program works. Then we worked on refinement, making a new version of his program, selling a webinar, everything. So now he does way more than 10K a month, but I'm just letting you know that's how we got started. His first month in high ticket, I think he did like about, it was about like 9.5K, so about 10 grand his first month going high ticket with this. But this is the process, okay? So first you validate the offer. Does that make sense? You know people want it for free, and then you know people will pay for it, number one. Then from that, once you have validated the offer, you create your high ticket offer. Now, what's the difference here? Here, you're just validating if someone wants the offer for free and then for a cheap price. So we can validate people will pay for this. Now you create a high ticket offer based off that thing you just validated. So this is where you create your $3,000 to $10,000 program. And so for Daniel, we helped him develop a $3,000 program off the bat. Now he's increased it to $5,000 because he knows that what he's doing is worth a lot more than what he's charging, and that's the gradual approach, I guess. When you don't know if it's worth it yet, you get in the thing and you realize, man, I'm undercharging, okay? Because people in this program are changing their life because their whole life changes because they change about how they speak, so their whole life changes. So he's like, man, this is priceless. I'm like, yeah, man, raise those prices, right? When you're in a coaching program, we help you do that. And the only difference between you charging $300, $3,000, or $30,000, literally the only difference in the gaps is you don't know how. That's it. It's not because it's not worth it. Any offer is worth it if the result is worth it. So it's not really about what you're giving in the program. It's about what you get them as a result. And so the only difference between you charging $300 right now or $3,000 right now or $30,000, and I've sold up to $55,000 programs, is literally you not knowing how to charge that. You just don't know how to close it, So when you invest into that, imagine the kind of money you make when you invest into a coach helping you with this. This is exactly what we do with people in our program. So you create a high ticket offer, a package, okay? This could be like a 4-week, a 6-week, an 8-week, a 12-week. It doesn't matter how long it is. It matters what you promise they're going to get from it. So don't think just because it's longer, it's more expensive. No. In fact, if it's shorter, it's more expensive. Because if I can show you how to launch your entire business in 4 weeks and I have proven results, I can charge $30,000 instead of charging $5,000 or $10,000 or $2,000 if it takes me 4 months. Why? Because you could do it in a faster result. So technically, shorter is more expensive because your skill level's higher. Reverse in thinking, right? You're like, I got to give a 6-month program to make it worth $5,000. No, you don't. Okay? It's about the result. Very important. I could go deeper into this, but I'm trying to show you the high-level strategy. So create a high-ticket offer. High ticket meaning it'll be anywhere from 3 to 10K. I'm not saying you can't do more. I'm not saying you can't do less, but less than 3K isn't really high ticket. It's almost high ticket, but like that's usually where you sell courses for, like $1 or $2 grand or $500. Okay, I wouldn't sell coaching for that because it's your time. You're exchanging. Once you create a high ticket offer, so now you know you have a way to make 10K a month because it's only at this price point. Think about this. It's only 2 to 3 clients. If you make a $10,000 program, it's only 1 client a month. Think about that. If you get a $5,000 program, it's only 2 clients a month. If you build a $3,000 program, it's only about 3 clients a month. Do you believe in 30 days of marketing, getting yourself out there, you can't close 3 clients? Now, if you don't believe that, you need help. Mindset issue. But look how easy it is. Some of you are trying to hit 10K a month because you're trying to sell a $200 thing. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible. I know people who sell $150 sessions or $800 packages or $1,200 packages, and they do this much. But let me tell you something. They don't have a life. They don't have a life. And they don't have a business. And they don't have peace of mind. They're not happy because they know they're not making enough money. So I'm trying to show you how to properly build a 10K per month business. Create a high ticket offer because it's the most intelligent way of building your business out to 10K a month because it's only a few clients. And if you don't know how to charge high ticket, invest into it. Think about how much it's costing you. How much it's costing you to not know how to close a high ticket offer. Think about that. If I can only sell $500 packages, I need to get 20 clients. How many more calls do I got to do? How many more sales do I have to do? How much more time? How much more delivering of coaching I have to exchange that money for? 20 clients versus 3. So imagine if you can't invest money into learning how to close that gap so you save your time and make more money. I don't know what to tell you. Like if you think, I'm going to leave it at that. That should be more than self-explanatory on why it's not a smart idea to not invest into high ticket training. Once you do that, then what you're going to do is go out and do organic marketing. Now, if you've watched my other videos, you'll know I don't tell you to do organic. I'm the guy who says automate your business, run paid traffic to it, get consistently book calls every single week, okay? Because organic doesn't make sense long term. You don't build a business, you have a job. But if your goal is to only make 10K a month, you don't need ads. You could run them, but I'm saying you don't need them. I know a lot of people that go to 30 grand a month just doing organically. And organic meaning this. Facebook group. 2, strategy session. That's it. Simple. You go in Facebook, either your own Facebook group or you go into Facebook groups. You post, you get attention. You learn how to get attention by putting posts that are engaging, tell stories, give value. And from that, you'll get engagement. From the engagement, you message the people one-on-one. You add value more, figure out what the problems are, and book a free strategy session with them. And then when you get on the strategy call, you close them on the high ticket offer. Let me be honest with you. I know programs that charge $10,000 and more just to teach you what I just showed you in this video for free. The reason I'm showing you is because if this is all your goal is, you don't need anything else but this. Like, if you're going to join my program for SGC, it's because I want you to make more than 10 grand a month. I don't want you to make 10. 10 is not enough to build a business off. This is a person who's just looking to make some money, which is fine. It's fine. Nothing wrong with it. But I teach you how to build a company. I teach you how to build a real business. And this isn't a real business. It's more like a contracting business because you're just offering some coaching for services, charging a price for it, and you move on. So just to overview before I talk about what's next is you validate the offer. You make sure people care about what you're doing. There is a need for it. And then make sure they'll pay for it by doing a beta. Then you create a high ticket offer. Don't try to sell low ticket because getting to 10K a month at low ticket is suicide. You'll hate it. You'll hate every second of it. But if you charge only 2 to 3 clients at a high ticket price, it's a lot easier and it's more doable. It makes more sense. And it's actually worth that much. To make 10K with 2 or 3 clients is way less delivery of coaching than it is to try to sell 20 clients, okay? And then just go out and do organic marketing. Like, don't try to run ads because this isn't enough money a month anyways to have a profit margin to run ads with, okay? Don't. Like, I spend this much and more on ads, let alone make the money. This is how much we spend on ads. So if the next level is for you to want to grow the business, you have to go beyond organic. But organic is all you need. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, to strategy sessions. Put marketing out posts, get them on a book call, and then talk to them and just close the sale. I can work with you. Here's what I do. Now, I can't get into the nitty-gritty of how to do the sale, how to do the post. That should be in a program because it would take hours for me to teach it. That's why there's a whole program based off it in my program, right? There's just training on this stuff as well. But we only use organic in SGC to show you how to validate the offer, get some money in the pocket so you can go and launch a webinar, create a high-ticket funnel, automate it, and get consistent lead gen so that you can get clients in your program on a consistent basis. But now the question becomes, if you're watching this, what's next? What's next after this? Okay? I'll give you the answer. If you go through these 3 steps and you do organic marketing, you start closing clients strategically through Facebook. And like I said, there are programs that charge 4 to 5 figures to teach you what I just said here. They'll show you how to do all the small steps, no problem. But at the end of all of this, you still don't have a business. You have an offer and you have clients. That's not a business. A business is a system you build that works for you. That's when it's a real business, okay? And I've done this type before. This is how I started, right? But like even doing this wrong could cost 3 times the time, like 3 years instead of 1, to figure it out. But once you have a good offer, you should be building a system that sells it, okay? Here's what I'm talking about. You can get from 10, even up to 30 grand a month doing this simple strategy here. Now the question is, how do you go from 30 to 100 grand a month? Well, because I've done this, I can tell you very confidently, there's only one way. The way is automation. And what do I mean by automation? Ads, webinar, okay, emails, email automations, and so on and so forth. So if you're watching this video and this was helpful, so you kind of understand now what the process is to getting to 10K a month in your coaching business, because it's crazy, like we get hundreds of applications for our program every single month. And when I see all the application answers, I go, most people just want to make anywhere from 5 to 15 grand, which is crazy to me because, first of all, the system I have, not only this blows past it, right? Like you can get to 30 to 100 grand with the system we have and beyond. But I realize not everyone is thinking that because in the beginning, you're just hoping like, will someone pay me? So I get it. So the first step you got to do is get validation that people want this and get validation that people pay for it. But once you do that and you sell your first high ticket client at like 3 to 10 grand, now you're like, man, I want more. Because when you do that, you're going to realize 10 grand is not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money. And then now you're like, I got to spend hours every day in Facebook groups and go and get booked calls and like do like my old solopreneur entrepreneurship business. Now you're going to realize 10 grand is not enough. So maybe you'll push to 20 and 30 grand, but now you have no time. Because what you're doing organically is a trade for time for money. So the next step is you get from 30 to 100 grand. How do you do that? You're even up from 10 to 30 as well. It's easier through automation. The key is automation. That's exactly what Speaking to Clients is. The first half of our program is showing you how to organically validate, create your offer, create your program, deliver it, be a good coach to your clients, create results for your clients, all of that. We take care of it. But once we know it works, like Daniel and many other people we've helped with, we put everything on automation. Now Daniel has an on-demand coaching program, which means he has a training he gives them, so he delegates the coaching and the results to his program where he just gets on multiple calls a week. That's it. So he is leveraging time, and he's making all this money with less time. We also have an automated webinar with him, and we run ads with him. We showed him how to do that. Now he has ads running, email automation, everything. He has a systemized business, and he's making money. Does that make sense? So the real key to get from 0 to 10K is these 3 simple steps. Just pretty much it's this. Let me put it to you this way. I'll do it like this here. Getting from 0 to 10K, okay, all here, and then from 10 to 30K, and from 30 to 100K, I'm going to show you right now all that needs to happen. And this might be a big breakthrough for you, okay? From 0 to 10K, you just got to focus on, actually, I would say this, validation, validate plus sales. I don't know if you guys can see that, but pretty much that's definitely not how you spell validate. There you go. So from 0 to 10 grand, it's just validation. So from beta alone, you can make 10 grand, just selling a cheap version of your program and getting a bunch of people in. But then from 0 to 10 to 30 grand is just about sales. So it's the same thing as validation. So these 3 things is from 0 to 30 grand. So to get from 0, from scratch, to 10, you just need to validate. To get from 10 to 30, and really to get to 10 as well, you need to create a high ticket offer and just start getting sales. So your focus here should be sales from 0 to 30. But from 30 to 100, your focus is marketing. When I mean marketing, I mean advertising. Scaling your marketing, your message out there to the world. More people hear you and know about you. You can't do that in Facebook groups. You can't do that by doing posts. It's not enough, okay? You're playing a small game in a big pond. You got to join the big players. Marketing. You got to actually learn marketing, through automation, automated marketing, funnels, ads, emails. If this overwhelms you or you want this and you didn't realize it takes this, well, that's why you can book a call with our team to work with us. Because if you're interested, if you're watching this, you're like, man, I could do this, but I want help, so I could do it instead of 6 months it takes me to figure this out. It takes me only 1 or 2 months, like it did with Daniel. then you can book a call. We'll help you go through these 3 steps. We have that, all of it, step-by-step training in the program. But also, if you're thinking like, man, I was thinking about 10K a month, but Armin's right. Like, that's not a lot of money when you look at like that kind of an offer price, or when I look at the retrospect of everything. So I go, man, I want to get to 30 to 100 grand a month. I've multiple times I've had 6-figure months or more than 100 grand a month. And it becomes normal to you. It's like normalization. You go through the ladder of income and you go, a month, not a year, guys, a month. And you go, man, like I could do this. And by the way, if you don't believe this is possible, easy way to fix that, join a community where everyone's doing it. Like if you come to my program, you'll see a lot of people making lots of money. It's going to be super normal to you. The moment it becomes normal to you, guess what happens? It becomes normal to you. You take action, you're able to do it. Does that make sense? So from 0 to 30 grand, you just got to focus on validation, right? 0 to 10 is validation. 10 to 30 is sales. And then from 30 to 100 is marketing, automation. You got to create an automated webinar, automated high-ticket funnel, back-end email automation. You got to get consistent lead generation coming in, book calls, opportunity. You're creating opportunity for your program to sell it. And then you close. And then you grow a team and all that. So if you want help with all that, we can take you to 100 grand a month. I've done it. I know exactly how to do it. I can show you. I give you my entire system on how to do it inside of Speaking in Clients. I even give you how to build a sales team to sell your programs for you, so you can just focus on coaching. You can be the artist while the system gets you your clients. So if this was helpful, like let me know in the comments down below if this shed some light on the strategy of what you got to do, the system. But also, if you want help with getting to 0 to 10 or 10 to 30 or 30 to 100, like book a call on my team. Use the link provided with this video and we'll get on the call with you and find out where you're at. We'll diagnose where your situation is at. Are you a beginner that just needs to validate your offer? Great, we'll help you with that. Are you someone who's validated the offer but struggling to go to high ticket to get the 30 grand because you're charging too little, or you're doing all organic, so you have no time to actually do all the organic stuff to get to 30 grand a month or keep it there consistently? We'll help you automate. If you want to go from 30 to 100, you have a good system, everything, but you want to get really masterful with your advertising, your email marketing, and everything like that, we'll also help you there too. How to master storytelling, master hook story offer, get people into your funnel. We'll help you with that too, okay? So make sure you book a call to find out if this is for you. If it is, then we'll find out. You can decide to be a part of it or not. No shame in finding out, right? It's a free strategy session anyways, and so we'll help you out when you get on the call. We'll find out. And if we can't help you, we'll send you somewhere where someone else can help you. But majority of the time we find out, we can help you with any part of this process. So I hope this was valuable. Let me know in the comments down below what part of this stood out to you the most. And go ahead and do this, start getting your own confidence in yourself to do this, or right away just get our help to help you throughout the journey if you see the value in what we're doing here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Go on and make the rest of your day the best of your day.